Okay, so I'm about to make tea. I'm gonna start out by the measurements. First thing I'm doing is taking a mug, the mug that you're gonna actually drink the tea in. You're gonna take that and take a half a cup, half a mug of that water, pour it in your pan, and then put your stove to medium and let the water boil a little bit. While the water is boiling, I have 2 tablespoons of the chai grounds, which I gave you the black ones. You're gonna put 2 tablespoons in to the water. Add about 2 tablespoons of ginger, shredded. So that's ginger, that's shredded. And then the tea masala, which came in the box that we gave you, you're just gonna take about a pinch or two and add it into the water as well. So I'm gonna use this. So this is about 2 pinches that I added into the water. And then for about 5 minutes or so, you want to let this boil. Okay, so as you can tell with the bubbles and everything, it's already started boiling. So just a little bit more, about 2 minutes or so we'll let it boil. The more you let it boil, the more stronger your tea will be. So you want to let it kind of boil, not too much, because if it gets too strong, then it won't taste as great. So give it about a minute or so. Okay, so it's definitely boiled the way that we like it. Now this in my hand here, I have grinded up cardamom powder. So if you have full whole cardamom, you can just add one in there. If you have the powder, this I'm using a quarter teaspoon. If you want, you can do the whole quarter teaspoon, half a quarter teaspoon. If you don't like cardamom or you don't want to add it, you don't have to. This is just giving a little extra flavor to it. So as it's boiling, what I'm going to do now is take the mug that you're actually going to drink the tea in and fill it with all the way up, or how much ever you want of the tea. Put milk in there. So let me go get my milk. Okay, so since me and Nirav drink the chai in this mug, I'm going to make one whole mug. That's how much it is for Nirav. So I have the whole mug filled up for Nirav, and that goes in there. And then I'm going to do a little bit for me. So I just want about this much for myself, so I'm going to take that much. If you want, both of you want full mugs, just fill up the milk all the way up. And then that's how much I want for myself. And that's that. And as you can tell, the color has changed. We're going to let this boil a little bit. So the milk is going to start boiling in a little bit, about 5 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. Still keep the stove on medium. As you can tell, it's just little by little going to change a little color. Okay, so for me, it's been about like 5 to 7 minutes, and as you can tell, it's still just sitting there, almost there. Now, while you're waiting for it to start boiling, you want to actually just move it around a little bit so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. When it sticks to the bottom of your pot, it's a little bit harder to get off, so you don't want the milk to start sticking to the bottom. Plus then it's like burning a little bit and it won't taste as great. So you want to kind of just, move it around a little bit. It's almost there for me. It really took about 5 to 7 minutes, and it's just now starting to boil. One more thing I was going to say is your sugar. You're going to add the sugar last, which I'm about to do now, while it's waiting for it to boil. I'm about to add sugar. Now sugar, I normally do about like 2 tablespoons or so. It's up to you how sweet you want your chai to be. Of course, if it's a little bit less sweet, you can just add the sugar as you're drinking it, of course, and that would be fine as well. So so far it definitely smells great. So let's just wait for it to boil. Now when it boils, you want to just be in front of the stove, because it boils really fast and it'll dirty your stove too if it boils out of the pot. So just, you know, kind of stare at it and wait for it to boil. Okay, so now we're at about like, I guess 4 or 5 more minutes. It's almost there. It's about to start boiling. The boiling part is really what takes the longest, but it's almost there. Okay, so as you can tell, it's boiling now. We're almost there. While this is boiling, I think I forgot to mention to you to, I don't know if you have one or not. This is the drainer. This is what I'm going to use to drain the tea, so that way all the ginger and everything is kind of gone away, and we don't want to, you know, drink that in the tea. So I'm going to drain this by placing this on the mug like this. If you don't have a drainer like this, I can definitely look at it for you at the Indian store and get one. Just let me know, and then next time I go, I'll definitely get it. So as you can tell, my tea is already definitely boiling a lot. I'm going to let it boil for about a minute or two, and then it's done. Okay, so the tea is done boiling. I'm going to turn the stove off, and then just take this. So I have the drainer, and I'm going to pour the tea into the mug. So this is only going to make for the 2 people, like I showed you earlier. I took 1 mug for Nira, which is 1 full mug, and then this is going to be the half a mug for me. It makes the same measurement that you're going to use the mug. So this is your tea, and it's ready for you to drink. Thanks, bye.